head and threatens to kill him.
This happened in March when officers tried to arrest James Yarborough after he ran from police. It's what happened when they caught up to him that has our investigative reporter Nick Oxner asking some questions.
CMPD officers chased James Yarborough for about 4 minutes after he took off running from a traffic stop last March. It took multiple officers to catch him. This is what happened when they did.
Stop! I will kill you.
That's a gun on the left side of the screen, pressed to Yarborough's head, and an officer threatening to kill him.
I will kill you.
The only thing I did wrong that day was run. That is the only thing I did wrong that day.
You regret doing that?
Yes. I regret running.
Stop! Hey, come here.
Police stopped the car Yarborough was a passenger in because they say it was connected to a string of larcenies. Yarborough, who's been convicted 3 different times on federal firearms charges, says he ran because he knew the driver of the car had a gun. Something he says he didn't want to be pinned on him.
Put your hand behind your back.
But he says he wasn't expecting the force officers used when they finally caught him.
That moment felt like, it felt like it might have been my last day.
Yarborough and the officers struggled for another 3 minutes after the gun was put to his head. The video shows officers punching and elbowing him in an effort to get his hands behind his back, until, at one point, an officer points out Yarborough can't move because of the 4 men on top of him.
Guys, Dunham, you have to come up so he can get it back there. He's not going anywhere.
That has all of the features of excessive use of force.
We showed the video to attorney Jake Sussman, who represents clients in police brutality cases. Sussman said this body cam video would make for a compelling case in court that officers used excessive force.
I think you show that to 12 people on the street, they would certainly think that there was a problem. It certainly seems like that was an unreasonable use of force.
You and the department stand behind Officer Dunham's behavior in that
Yes,
video.
we do.
But the police say otherwise. Major Stella Patterson heads the department's internal affairs unit. She says the officers in the video didn't do anything wrong.
When you look completely at the totality of circumstances, you have to ask yourself, was that reasonable in that situation? And based on everything, it was reasonable.
It's reasonable for a police officer to take his pistol and put it up against the temple of someone's head and say that they'll kill that person?
Depends on the situation. You have to look at it in totality.
When you went to the police academy, were you taught that it's appropriate or okay to press your gun up against someone's head and say, I will kill you?
I don't know that we were taught to press the gun up against somebody's head. We were taught that you could point the weapon, and we see that Mr. Officer Dunham does that in the video.
That's hard to swallow. People die as a result of that. People are manhandled as a result of that. And that is, whether that's training, whether that's culture within the department, it's terrifying.
What would you say to those police officers who were on the ground with you that day?
I don't know what I'll say to him. I really don't.
Would you say what happened to you was justice?
No.
What
No.
would you call that?
A beating.
Now, police charge Yarborough with resisting arrest, assault on a police officer, as well as a weapons charge. All 3 of those charges were dismissed by the district attorney's office, they say, for lack of evidence. Guys, back to you.
All right, Nick, thank you. Right now on WBTV.com, we've posted much more of that story online, including the full body cam videos from 2 different officers and more details on CMPD's explanation for why they say this incident was by the book.
You can find our prior investigations on our website under the Investigations tab. Just head right now to WBTV.com.